So, okay, I'll ask you this as well, Mike. So we got, obviously this is a little bit of a different experience, right? It's everything's new, everything's fresh. It is that we're doing here. We're very much at the ground level of building a universe, and we kind of have a circle of, not to say that we won't expand with other writers, but between myself, Jen, Chuck, Jen, Sylvia, Chuck, you, there's so many different stories to be told, right? What is it like, and how does that differ in terms of, okay, if you're doing a character like Flash that at least as a brand, right, has been around for a long time? What's the different kind of dynamic or approach maybe as a writer with being like ground level with something at the like what we're doing with the Riververse, where we're just getting started. The company was literally started in 2022 versus kind of coming in and doing again telling a fresh story based on characters that may have been around for 40 years.
Well, when I was asked to do the Flash, it was the first appearance of Wally West
Hmm.
as the Flash, so I had a clean slate there, and I thought about it, and I had a couple of insights. And the first insight was Wally West, when he's speeding around the world, is burning 8,000 calories an hour. So he would have to consume enormous amounts of food to keep it up. And the second one was Wally West was a young single man, uh, and therefore he was looking to mingle. And I worked that into the story too. A few people were shocked about that, but he's not a cruel guy, but he was a bit of a playboy at the
Oh
time.
yeah, oh yeah.
Um, but the thing is with the Flashes that I didn't know what to do. That would never happen to me again. But the reason I stopped writing is I didn't know what to do with him next, and I'm a different person now, and uh, uh, I know how to generate ideas. But it was the opposite of the Punisher, because I knew that Punisher
Oh yeah.
from the get go, and uh, when I wrote him for the first 3 years, it was a straight crime story. There were no flying saucers or time travel or ninja or any of that. A couple of appearances by Doc Doom and the Kingpin, because they were natural enemies of him anyway. And that's how I wrote it. And then my editor, Carl Potts, got kicked upstairs, and I got a new editor. And the new editor was a bit of a gimmick guy. And one thing he did is he gave me all these covers he commissioned from Michael Golden. Well, I love Mike's art. And he said, okay, I want you to write stories built around these. And I had no problem with that either. And then towards the end, he suggested some ideas that were a little ultra, to say the least. But I was a good soldier, and I wrote those too. And eventually, I ended my tenures. People do. They go through the system and they come
Hmm.
out and they bring in new editors. They want to bring in their friends. They want to make their mark. And so I was prepared for it.
Alpha Core #1's pre-order is live. Written by the legendary Chuck Dixon and penciled by Joe Bennett. Visit Rippaverse.com to grab a copy and any of the merchandise items. Be sure to also check out the animated trailer for the campaign, which is the latest project from Rippaverse Studios. Y'all be easy.